So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you exactly how much YouTube paid me my first full year being monetized on the platform, but as a very small channel. I started out the year in January of 2023 with about 1,500 subscribers. I reached 1,500 that month. And then I ended December of 2023 with just over 5,000 after having just reached that milestone. So that kind of gives you an idea of what tier I'm in. And I hope that sounds interesting to you. I'm Heather. This is my channel, Heather's Hikes and Adventures. And without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? So the first thing I'm going to do is give you the month-by-month breakdown of what I made each month of 2023 from Google AdSense, which is what YouTube pays you for ads once you become monetized. And then after I get done with that, you'll get the grand total, of course, the grand total. And I also want to share with you a couple other kind of little additional maybe perks or streams of income that I also started receiving in 2023 and maybe kind of the direction that's taking, as well as a few things that I learned about YouTube and channel growth in general this year that I've started trying to kind of employ that I wanted to share in case it might be helpful to some of you all. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, definitely stay tuned until the end. But let's get started with the meat and potatoes. How much did YouTube really pay me this last year?
All right, I hope I have this camera set up working well. I'm very low tech here, just filming with my phone, so I don't have fancy screenshots and screen captures to show you. We're just gonna go through it together. And here's a good example. You can see right around the first of the year was when I started posting a little more frequently again, and my views are up, and then boop, there they go when I stop posting. So I'm really trying to stay consistent for you all, but let's get to the meat and potatoes. All right, we're gonna filter this for 2023. All right, and here is the grand total for 2023. As you can see, it definitely started trending upward the second half of the year here with all of the spikes. You can see this period right here is when I posted one of my tours of both long form content and short. And just to give you an idea, like my highest paying day here was $35.75. But you can see there's definitely more spikes and that it's trending upward the second half. So I am hoping to continue that trajectory, but you can see I don't make a lot on each specific day when you break it down, especially considering the amount of hours. So that is something to consider. All right, so now that we have scrolled through month by month, you can kind of see a year at a glance here. I did sort it in date order. And you can see they're starting at the bottom in January. We were, not doing a ton, maybe averaging a little over $1 a day. And then December, I did end on my highest month, which was a strong note. As you can see, my grand total here was just under 1,700 for the entire year of 2023. The first half of the year, I basically averaged every other month. I was getting a paycheck from AdSense because I wasn't meeting that $100 threshold. And then once I hit June and above, I did start consistently making that threshold at least, which was exciting to start getting that monthly paycheck, even though it's still very, very, very small. But you can see the overall tendency here has been gradually upward. I did peak here in July because that's when, again, I did my long form and short form van tours that did really well. And then again, we kind of went back to trend after that, where it gradually just went up a teeny bit each month. So I'm obviously hoping to continue that trend into 2024, but it's kind of interesting to look at it that way. And then when I scroll up, you can kind of see it there on the line graph, kind of illustrates it better. If you take out this outlier of July where I did have my high month, it is a gradually increasing line, which is pretty typical. Again, I haven't had any viral videos at all. I haven't had any kind of really huge boosts at any point. It's just been kind of slow and steady growth, but I'm good with that.
All right, there you've got it as far as how much YouTube paid me. There were a few other things that happened in 2023 that were new to me as well I wanted to share. I did my very first collabs. I guess that's what you would call them. Really, they were just product reviews. There were not sponsorships. I didn't get paid anything for them. But I did have a few companies reach out to me. Well, more than a few reach out to me with an offer of reviewing their product on my channel for you all in exchange for receiving the product at no cost to myself. So I did accept a few of those. I tried to be pretty selective in which ones I accepted and which ones I didn't. I wanted to make sure it was something that I would personally have gotten myself anyways, or something that I'd been wanting to try, or something, mostly something that I thought you guys would benefit from hearing about as well and wanted to share with you. So there were a lot that I just did not accept. But the ones that I did accept, I thought were really cool. I ended up getting to try out a pair of Fitville sneakers that I still use and wear all the time. Really comfy for hiking. I also got a really cool kettle that boils water, cooks food, and pops popcorn. I just did a review on an electric scooter, a dash cam. I've really gotten some great stuff this year. The heated jacket, oh my gosh, that came in clutch when I went up into the mountains and it ended up being sub-freezing temperatures. So they're all things that I'd been wanting to try and wanting to add, but had just been waiting for the finances to come in on. So it ended up being a great benefit to me, and I hope to you all as well. And I want to make sure I stay selective going forward. I don't want to become an ad channel, for lack of a better description, to where you guys are always expecting products reviews like every episode, especially since I don't know right now how regularly I'll be filming with my health being up in the air. So, for reasons like that, I want to make sure that I stay very cautious and selective about what I do accept, not only for my benefit, but for the company's benefit as well. I mean, heaven forbid, for instance, 3D Mats reached out to me and sent me an awesome cargo bag that I've been dying to try, but I received it right before I got really sick. Reaching and doing stuff overhead right now is not something that I can really be doing. So I haven't been able to test out the product. I have been thinking about doing a giveaway, though. They were gracious enough to say that if I thought that would be best, I could do it as a giveaway instead. So if you guys would like me to do my first giveaway, make sure you let me know in the comments below. But those were the only ones that I did accept this year. I don't want to accept too many coming forward in last year. I don't want to accept too many in 2024 either, because I want to keep my content, quality content for you all, and focused on my hikes and adventures, whatever those may be this year. So that is something that I am cognizant of, but it's also been something that has really been beneficial to me this prior year. And then lastly, but certainly not leastly, yes, I said leastly, I also was an Amazon associate, which I technically became before becoming monetized on YouTube. But let me tell you, that was not the walk in the park I thought it would be. Everybody says it's so much easier to get approved to be an Amazon associate, that there's no set threshold. You don't have to have a certain number of subscribers or a certain number of videos. And that's all true, but there are no specific guidelines. So I would apply thinking, okay, I've got months, to get approved, to get my clicks in and whatever. And then I would get the required clicks right away and then immediately get denied because my channel wasn't established enough. I'm doing air quotes way too much. I apologize. But I would get denied because my channel wasn't established enough or big enough yet. So on the third time, I finally got approved, and this year was the first year that I received an amount every single month, although I didn't get a payment every single month because they too have a threshold. Theirs is only $10. That tells you something. I think my lowest month was like $537, and my highest month was just over $120. So wide range there. I've opted to receive that payment in the form of a gift card, and then what I do each month that I do get a payment, it just goes right onto my Prime account, which I then invest in getting more items to review and share with you all. So that's kind of how I've treated that, but that's also been super helpful this past year. All right, folks, there you have it. A nice, short, sweet, and kind of to the point video on how much I made in 2023 as a monetized channel on YouTube, a monetized small channel on YouTube. If you did find this content interesting, helpful, or something you would like to see in the future, let me know. I can do this as kind of an annual thing just to continue staying transparent. If this is something that you really have no interest in, you can kindly let me know in the comments that you would prefer me to just stick to my normal content about adventures, car camping, campgrounds, state parks, road trips, that kind of stuff, which is what I will continue to do anyways. But if you would like this thrown in every so often, let me know. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you did like this video and want to let the algorithm know, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you all very soon on the next adventure. Bye for now.